Okay, so I don't think I'll ever stay at an all-inclusive again. Solaz has changed the way that I view resorts forever. And if you haven't heard already, Solaz Resort and Spa is located in Los Cabos, Mexico. It's 33 acres. It's an architectural masterpiece that blends Baja Desert with the Sea of Cortez. And the location has just about everything from 5 heated pools, fire pits, hammock chairs overlooking the water, a spa that looks like it's seriously built for some decompressing, and unbelievable views of the ocean, and if you're lucky, you would be able to see a whale from a room. And speaking of rooms, they are sleek and modern, and some even have private patios and plunge pools. Now, as far as the food goes, it's definitely a vibe. It's mainly farm-to-table food, hearty Baja flavors, and even a Michelin-guided restaurant with a churro that's to die for. And just who is this property for? Well, for people who would like a design-led serene escape that has luxury art, minimal crowds, and an intentional modern vibe. I think it's also great for travelers who don't need a super swimmable beach because the pools are going to be the main attraction here. I also think it's an ideal fit for guests who appreciate nature and desert landscapes, but they don't want to stay at an eco retreat with open air rooms. I also think it's a great option for families and large groups like destination weddings, even bachelorette parties. This spot is great because it offers multiple villas with plenty of bedroom space. And I also think this will be a good fit for people who don't necessarily need an all-inclusive resort, and especially a lively or party resort. And also for travelers who don't mind kids. I personally did not notice that they were there. They were relatively very quiet, but it's definitely important for you to know that the resort is not adults only. Now, if you don't fall into any of the categories above, don't worry. I still think that it's worth your time to watch this review to the very end to see if you would still be able to enjoy the property as well. So let's first start with arrival and checking in. As with most resorts in the area, the hotel does not include transportation, so you will have to make sure that that's arranged before your arrival. I highly recommend Vivo Lux as they are family owned and operated, and I personally can tell that they truly have their heart immersed in this business. Now, the drive is about 30 minutes or so, and you'll arrive at the lobby for checking in. The lobby is open air. There's a small area where you physically be checking in. The moment that you arrive, though, you can definitely see that this is design-led. So all of my design snobs, this one is for you. I did not stay at the club residences. I stayed at the Solaz Resort. So check-in is a little bit different on each of the sides. Something consistent across the board, whether you are at the club at Solaz or Solaz Resort, every room comes with a butler. Yes, you heard that right. And it's an artisan butler who will remain in contact with you through WhatsApp. They can do everything from arranging dinners to activities to even drawing your hot tub at night for you in the evenings and making sure that you have those chocolates in your room. And since we're on the subject of the rooms, let's take a look into some of the options that you'll have here at Solaz. I personally stayed in an ocean view 1-bedroom and I absolutely loved it. I highly recommend this room, yes, even over the plunge pool rooms. Now, Solaz has also the club residences that offer multi-bedroom villas, such as 3 bedrooms and even 4 bedrooms. And some of these are sleeping up to 12 guests. So this would be a great option for families, small groups, and even large ones like weddings. Now, the residences do offer breakfast buffet as an option at one of the restaurants on site, and depending on the accommodations, they would also offer private chef services for breakfast daily with full access to the resort. So now that you know about the rooms and the options that you have while staying here, let's talk about the things that you can do on property. So the property is about 33 acres, and there's everything from tennis to pickleball to workshops and classes. And not only does the resort have stunning pool options and even an on-site beach, there's a museum, and I think that's a really unique offering. You can request a private tour of the museum with your artisan butler and learn about the history of the Baja region, all of the animals that call this place home, and the people who helped make this region of Mexico what it is today. Now, there is a kids club, and it's not necessarily included. They do have a Friday night at the museum where they can allow for the kids to stay and spend the night. They show a movie and offer popcorn and snacks. There's also a teen club located on site as well, and right next door, you have the Ojo Di Libre Spa. And if you see my videos before, you know the spa is my favorite thing and favorite aspect of any resort, and I will tell you that this one is world class. I had an amazing massage here. I wish it was a little bit longer. And when you first arrive, you can select from an abundant list of aromatherapy options. Now for mine, I chose a scent that would allow for me to tap into my creativity and boost my energy. I normally would have went for more of a relaxing experience, but it was earlier in the day and we had plans to do a sunset catamaran tour, so I really needed the boost. The treatment room had an immersive shower inside, and so I highly suggest making sure that you have enough time to use your room and the amenities outside of the treatment room. After my massage, I was escorted to the tea room, where I was then able to relax in the hydrotherapy pool. There's a saltwater and a regular water one, and an outside courtyard, as well as a cryo chamber, and that one is not included. It would be an additional charge. And let me just say that as a preferred travel advisor of the resort, I can arrange for resort credit for you to use at the spa during your stay. For details on quote, check out the pinned comment or the link in the description box. So if you made it this far into the video and you're enjoying the content so far, definitely give me a like. And if you're hungry for more, definitely stay tuned, because now it's time for us to get into the food. I know that was super corny, you guys, but I'm going to first start with talking about the daily breakfast buffet at Cabo. This one is actually surprisingly good. Now, Cabo is not bountiful or expansive like other breakfast buffets that I've been to at other resorts, but I do love the options, like genuinely loved all of the food that I had. I like the simplicity and the quality of the food, and my personal favorite was the French toast, and the pleasant surprise was the pork belly tacos. It was definitely better than bacon. Now, Mako is another restaurant that is located right at Solaz. It's open to the public. It's available for ordering both at the restaurant and also by the pool. Now, they have really great bites and eats. I think it's pretty casual, and if you are going to eat there, I highly suggest getting the Mako burgers. El Pyro is the pre-Hispanic and contemporary Mexican cuisine restaurant, and this one was actually recently recommended by the Michelin Guide. I had the pleasure of dining here twice during my stay, and one of the times we ate at the wine cave, which was super cold, so keep that in mind. They did offer a 9-course tasting menu that was absolutely incredible. My favorite was the mole, and of course, the dessert that I told you guys about at the beginning. That churro was absolutely divine, and it would be worth coming back to this resort just to have it again and ordering it twice. Rizio de Mar is another restaurant located on site, because what's a resort without Italian cuisine? I highly suggest this dinner spot to explore a culinary journey through Italy. Now, the dishes were absolutely authentic, and we had the pleasure of doing a tableside chef service, and he was so sweet. He shared with us his customs, his stories from his childhood, and it was very special. I was shocked at the fish dish because I normally am not a fish girly, but it was so moist. I was a bit concerned when they pulled the fish out of the salt, but trust me, it's amazing, especially when it's cooked with that banana leaf. And I loved how he explained the different ingredients that he used to substitute, because we're located in Mexico as opposed to Italy. So it was really special to have that experience. And if you are able to do that, I highly recommend it. And there's also some other casual options, such as Baja Beach, open late for casual bites and tacos, as well as Foresta, which was a juice cafe. A con with this resort is that not only is it not all-inclusive, but the food on site can be really pricey. The good news for you, though, is that you're not far away from other local spots. Whether you want to do more Michelin dining or you want to do more casual bites and other restaurants, I highly recommend you doing that. But also consider that this particular resort has some of the best options in all of Los Cabos. It's located right on site. So do keep that in mind. It can be pricey, but I do think it's worth it. Okay, so we are almost wrapping up with this review, you guys, and you know almost everything that you need to know to make an informed decision about this particular resort. But let me tell you some tips and tricks that will help enhance your stay. So as I mentioned before, airport transfers are not included, but I got the hookup for the best ones in town with Viva Lux. One of my favorite things on vacation is getting dressed up for dinner, but keep in mind that you'll be doing a lot of uphill walking to and from the room and the pool and back. So I would plan to bring more comfortable heels if you can, or just plan to get a golf cart. Now, depending on the time of year, you may look up and be able to see whales from your room. I also would suggest not getting talked into the high-pressure timeshare presentation. October is an amazing time of the year to visit. but whale watching season is going to be January through March. And again, if you're lucky, you may be able to see whales from your room. Now, if you do plan to go during whale watching season, I highly suggest packing layered clothing because it can get pretty breezy in the late afternoon and the evening. Depending on the time of year, they do have a lot of events and weddings, which can close down the pools and the restaurants. So before you look into particular dates and before traveling during those times, I highly suggest seeing if there are any current events or weddings happening during your stay. This one might just get me canceled, but do not click off. I would advise against booking the plunge pools. I personally enjoy the room with the hot tub on the balcony much better. And just as a heads up, the beach isn't necessarily safe for swimming, although the website says that it is. It's not. I would suggest Chileno Bay for a more pleasurable swimming experience. And lastly, if you are looking for more of an upbeat party resort, this one is not going to be your pick. This one is definitely more peaceful and quiet. And again, even though it was family friendly, I barely noticed the kids. They were so quiet. Like, I've never seen kids be this quiet. So I would highly suggest, if you're looking for a more lively resort, choosing another one. Now, if you got to the very end of this and you're convinced about this resort but don't know where to start with booking, that's where I can come in. As a preferred travel advisor, I help my clients book not just beautiful resorts like this one, but the right one. If you're thinking about Solaz but want to know about going about picking the right room, how to avoid the upsell trap, or whether or not it actually fits your travel energy, feel free to reach out to me through the link provided in the pinned comment or the link in the description box. And the best part about booking with me is that not only can I get you a complimentary room upgrade, as well as a early check-in and late checkout experience, I also can guarantee a resort credit for you to use at the spa or on site at one of the restaurants here. So definitely reach out to me because getting a quote is super easy and I'll be happy to help. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to leave any questions that you have down below. Be sure to subscribe for more reviews and travel guides, and I will see you all in the next one. Safe travels.